Hello everybody, and welcome back to the archive. It's crazy. I'm here on both of my scheduled days, other than the scheduled Pathfinder streams. Incredible. Less than I wanted to this week. I wanted to stream on Monday, but work wouldn't allow it. But I did actually... I'm going to hit every... As long as... I shouldn't speak too soon, because for all I know, people are going to call off of Pathfinder at the last minute, and we're going to need to reschedule them. But it's looking like, at the moment, I might actually hit every fucking stream this week by some miracle, and I'm knocking all my cans over. But we're here, and we're going to be playing more Final Fantasy XIV today, where we're probably going to kill Nidhogg again. We killed him once. I think, if I remember correctly, we killed him once. I guess we're going to do it again. Great. I don't know how much is left in post Heavensward. There are some stuff I want to do before we move on to Stormblood. Mainly being Alliance Raid, which I know is a thing. And I'm sure there's a... I'm sure there's an Ultimate Coil of Bahamut or Coil of Bahamut equivalent that I also want to do. Obviously, I will likely run through them unsynced. I don't know how easy it is to get into matchmaking with them, nor do I know the mechanics. I would be going in completely blind, but we'll figure that out as we come to it. We're just gonna continue. That's for actually when we're done, quote unquote, with Heavensward. But let's go ahead and get started. I really should have tested the normal games thing. You might notice I've swapped the title screen to actually reflect where we're playing instead of running the Dawn Trail title screen, which we're not at yet. I thought it was a little bit more thematic. Seeing all the different title screens as we progress in the actual plot. Wish I had done it with A Realm Reborn, but I didn't know this was a thing we could do until now. So, last we left off, the one downside to doing it this way is I have to wait for cues. And then we have to sit on the blue screen where I'm going to be very washed out by the green screen. But last we left off, Nidhogg, possessing the body of Estinian, tried to fucking kill Vidofnir. Luckily he failed, apparently. She's just mortally wounded, but we're gonna have to deal with that. Also, the Warriors of Darkness are still kicking around, I'm assuming. We'll have to deal with them in due time. But regardless, I have played a little bit. I actually had some time and played this a little bit this week. Not a lot. I played a couple PvP matches, and I didn't unfortunately have enough time to do any other roulettes or anything, but you know. I logged in. I leveled up to 76. There's that. Not exactly a high fucking standard, but we did it. Alright. Probably could have just fast traveled and gotten there without having to exit the inn and watch this loading screen. But, kinda... I made my bed, now I have to fucking sleep in it, I guess. Perfect. To Falcon's Nest. Ooh, apparently this is considered a congested world. And apparently I could get some benefits for swapping. I don't know if I want to do that, but the option is there, I guess. Also, I didn't realize this was a change in Black Mage until, literally when I logged in the other day. I didn't realize Umbral Soul, you got at level 35 now. I don't know really how to use it, because I haven't gotten a chance to experiment with it, but it looks like it's just an instant cast way to restore It grants Umbral Ice and grants Umbral Heart. So I guess if you're like, during, like, walking periods, if you're in Ice Phase, you can use it. And just keep it up. I don't know, I'll figure it out. That's what I've done with every one of my other spells, for the most part. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess that I envisaged... wouldn't envisioned be a better way to put that? Rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the Warrior of Light, or even my fellow Scion, but to you, my friend. But not here, no. But of course, the intercessory at Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. The intercessory? All these fucking words are too big for my tiny pea brain. This is the size of my brain. This is the size of the words. They don't fit. I don't know what the game wants me to fucking do about it. Let us go there. Sure thing, buddy. Whatever you say. Let's see, the intercessory. Oh, right, it's this area. Which I haven't entered since, like, the beginning of this entire expansion. I'm surprised they didn't get here before us.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected.
You know, the last time I drank something, it didn't end very well.
These. I thought something warming might not go amiss.
The last time I tried to drink something warming, it was drugged, and that was like not too long ago, buddy.
That we sat here, you and I, in our very own falling snows, as Lord Horsham called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her.
Yeah, a tragedy, both of them.
Master
Hoshafont especially.
Why we fight, and why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore.
Okay.
I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was.
Okay, and that would be...
I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not.
I see.
We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
That's a decent set of resolve. Alright. Understood. I don't exactly know how you're planning on doing that, but if you got a plan, buddy. We'll find a way to save him. I don't know what that's gonna be, but we'll figure it out.
We will. I know we will.
Thank you. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner, time after time, but I'm glad you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow scions will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right, that is quite enough solemn introspection for one night. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Four Temps Manor. Let's not keep her waiting any longer. Back to Ishgard, I guess. We want to go up. I think we generally fast travel to the last vigil. I think that's the closest Aetherite. Or Aethernet Shard. Whatever the fuck they're called. You'd think after using them for as long as I have, I did start this game in what, fucking January? That I'd fucking remember the name at this point. But clearly not. Yet again we walk an all too familiar path. I'm reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it's for our turn to return the favor. Here, let no one say that the scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Yida and Papalymo, or if we gave up the hope of bringing Minfilia back? I don't know if that last one's gonna happen, Tataru. It seemed pretty definite. Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiark and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascians' aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it's time we step back from the fray and can carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy into triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. Not sure who he's trying to convince, me or himself. Armor of maiming, fending, striking, scouting? Fending. I think fending is the, what's it called? The tank gear. Oh, cutscene? Well, they already cleaned up the blood. That's good.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming.
I mean, that's what most people would do. I'm honestly surprised most of the crowd stayed put. Nidhogg could have very easily fucking rained fire on all of them and killed all of us. Probably. Well, not us, but, like, them.
But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve.
She's done a hell of a job at that.
That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still. To the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
The Lalafell walking animation will always get to me. The fucking shuffling sort of waddle that they do. Also, now that I've seen more of the intro cutscenes to the different expansions, it's really cool how the, like, not only, like, the main Warrior of Darkness looks like the warrior, like, the, I guess, canon Warrior of Light, maybe is the way to put it, but it seems like, at least earlier in the expansions, they were Marauder, which...
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of
sort of
Ishgard
gives that
would bend to its will.
sort of dichotomy of light and dark, being one in, you know, one,
For
can't
all
have
our
one without the
sins,
other thing.
For all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raised their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
The gears of change. Oh, Yida, Papalimo. Caution, Yida, that's all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. That was brief. I expected a little bit more than that. Okay, maybe we are getting a little bit more than that. Cool mask. Yours? You, don't know what that means. It's cool, though. It is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. He's been having a lot of words with me recently. Can I just... Do you want to just let me in? Yeah? Ah, there you are. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of Estinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Azaz-La, I feared him lost forever. But the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. I don't know what kind of info they're gonna have that's really gonna help us out in this situation. Well, they'll have something, I'm sure, but nothing that's going to be easy.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
I know that. Cheers to that.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us?
I don't really describe anything, so not really.
You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
Yeah, that's a pretty apt description. I don't know if I would have exactly worded it like that.
Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
That's not very good. Yeah, smothered.
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered.
That's true. That's fair.
As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
So we're going entirely off of sort of baseless observation here. To be fair, it's better than we had, so I guess that's good enough as any.
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Man's too fucking stubborn to die, really.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
Yeah, that's easier said than done, buddy.
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
I guess we're gonna be the ones to attempt that feat. We're gonna be the first, probably.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers.
Dangers. Our entire adventure has been fraught with danger. This will be like the least dangerous thing we've done so far.
Even should you succeed.
Okay, that's
in
not
excising
entirely
the eyes
true,
from
but
the
still.
dragon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Wow, Alphino. Let's take a step back and think about this a little bit more than you're doing. I appreciate where your head's at.
I found you at last.
Honor Roy? What the fuck are you doing here? Honor Wah? Oh, you're a little scarred from your last encounter, huh?
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Okay.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
Anawa. Fucking fantasy French. God damn it.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Weird that we're centered screen on that guy. It's probably just the angle, but,
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Not sure how much good it would do, but, I'll keep an eye. Oh, hi, Midgard Somer. It's been a bit.
Think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
I didn't think I was going to see you again in that tiny form once we got the mount version of you, buddy. But good to see you're still watching out for us. Still observing our journey.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind.
God, Aetherites are kind of pretty now.
A
Or maybe
timely
that's just the
atrocity
cutscene
to
and the lighting
remind
effects.
The children of Ishgard that the
I don't know if the
Dragonsong
texture
War
actually got updated
was
or not,
far
but
from
it
over.
looks very nice.
And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Well, better one specific dragon and his brood than just all dragons in general, I guess. Could be worse. Not by much, but it could be. What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? Casting. Ooh, food. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Dravanian advance? Or mayhap they have located that is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. I'm just gonna drag me directly in there? I don't have to talk to another NPC to just enter a room anymore? Save me the half a second of walking over and clicking on the guy. Yeah, no problem. You know how it
You
is.
have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
He's pretty big. He'd be hard to miss. So you'll know him. We'll know where he is when we see him.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
Well, him coming at all is probably a bad thing. So, yeah,
I
probably.
assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
Good question. What do you got for me, Emmerich?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
Me? Just kidding. It's probably her
You speak of
Hraesvelgr.
Hraesvelgr?
Yeah.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... How shall I put this?
Very dumb and probably not end well. There are multiple ways you could put that. None of them good.
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
Hell yeah, my guy. I got you. I got you.
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success.
Doesn't matter if we succeed. I mean, we'll kick his ass regardless. I'm sure this will lead into a trial or something where we fight Nidhogg again and we completely fucking kick his ass. Because that's just how we are. Like,
Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
oh, you're coming with us. I didn't put that together. Also, I can't help but notice that I am wearing a green shirt, even if it's dark green, so it is slightly being affected by the green screen filter. It is slightly, more like definitely. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Aymeric. To both of us, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are true friends. Shall we be about our task, then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the Churning Mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best we pay a visit to Annex Shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it could have great consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. Yes, to the Dravanian Forelands. Hopefully, Vidofnir is not upset with us or pissed about the, stabbing thing that happened. Also, I can confirm I still haven't done the fucking Aether Currents. In all likelihood, by the time I complete the Aether Currents for Heavensward, we're gonna be like halfway through fucking Stormblood. And then that cycle will just repeat, and we'll be halfway through fucking, Shadowbringers once, after, when we get all the Aether Currents for fucking, Stormblood. And so on and so forth. Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and her companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon, full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempered by the fire of battle ere thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our every effort to do so were not undone by ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. Strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Sam all, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly. Thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Resvelger's heart remains unchanged then. A pity. But if it is folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Oh. Apparently I'm getting rewards for streaming this game. Apparently I just got a shock car poker whistle. It's a mount. I knew I got some food and some Aetherite tickets, but a mount's pretty cool. How do I do that? Can I do that now? I'm not gonna do that now, don't worry about it. I don't want to waste my precious little time I have in the evening like trying to figure out how to redeem a mount. I'll figure that out off stream and we'll get to see it next one. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish. We shall join you outside Mogholm. The churning mists. This is your first time seeing this place, isn't it, Amaric? It's wonderful, isn't it? Really cool. I had heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I'm reminded of my first visit to this peak with an Estinian sail yet walked at our side. Is that you? Ah, if it isn't Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo. After all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you? How could I? Of course I do, Moghan. That's probably the wrong answer. Phew. You seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there. But I'm sure you were just fondly recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Kupo? Wait, I was right. I just guessed. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Kupo? Ah, another audience with old Frasvelger. Well, I hope you've brought the horn. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We've had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Now that was unexpected, Kupo. Chief Ten Moglin will want to hear about this. I'm sure he will. Alright, we're fast here. We're pretty fast. Okay, maybe not as fast as I first thought. But, still can't fly. Unfortunately. You know, I was scrolling through the Reddit a few days ago, and I saw somebody with fucking 1 million HP. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck is that even possible? I'm level 76. Sure, my gear's not on level for level 76, but I've only got 11,000. Only 30 levels off max. Well, less than 30 levels off max. 24 levels off max. How the fuck... I mean, it was probably a tank with some, like, HP boosting foods and shit, but, and, vials, but, like, come on. Holy shit. Wait a second. What the fuck am I doing? I can just fucking teleport there. I'm an idiot. Dumbass. Fucking big dumb idiot head. Save myself so much fucking time just just fucking teleporting there. Alright, I'm ready to get told to fuck off. I don't like how it dimmed. Why is it why is the clouds getting dark? That's not a good sign. I don't think that happened last time. Should probably take away this horn from us before we bother you more than we already do. Sorry, buddy. I know you're... Yeah, not really of choice, but, you know...
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not likely that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
Yeah, he is a great worm. He's not exactly bad. He probably saw this coming. Yeah. Let's not sugarcoat things.
Foresaw mine intent.
I mean, again, great worm lived thousands of years. You know how that is.
Lis ek Nidhogg kasmun ikini. Lis nuam jas an es in. Salen monanesh undai in.
Yeah.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude.
Oh,
But
Alphino.
despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Alphino. Oh my god, you're gonna get us killed, Alphino.
I
Oh,
do.
shut the fuck
If you
up!
claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizel upon your back?
Okay, that's actually a good point. Valid.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting.
Alphino, and don't talk down to the dragon, please.
It seems to me
It
that
will
you
eat
have
you.
not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin.
That's true. I mean, you look at the man who's talking. Literally had me kill his own dad, like, bastard of a well, he was a bastard. Literally had kill his father figure for the sake of
himself and his followers with the power of a primal. I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him. And
that's what I was trying to say. He got to it before me. I could form the words.
That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's saying. The Frank's like, holy shit. Holy shit, Midgard Sommer's helping us out here, baby. Good on him. Well, a shade of vengeance remain. The future will remaineth uncertain. Did approve? How do you plan on doing that? Oh, joy. Fucking asshole, fucking Moogle peeping in on our conversation. That was private. Sure, Resvelgar was probably talking loud enough in his big boomy dragon voice for everybody in the fucking realm to hear, but still. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside of the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Resvelgar spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Sor Kai, now accessible. Hoojoy! Let's go. In 14 minutes? Fuck! Alright, that's fine. I'm sure we've got some Aether Current quests to do while we're here. Is this an Aether Current quest? It is not. It's the blue quests that are. Oh. Okay. Hide and seek seemed like a fun game at first, but I have no idea everyone would be so good at it. I would just want to go home. Could you find the other 3 Moogles and tell them it's time to leave? Yeah, I guess I could. I already see one. Let me up. Let me up, you motherfucker. That one's not even trying to hide. Let me up. Let me up. Thank you. Well, I got up regardless, so even if I wasn't allowed up, I still made my way up there. Let's see, I've got the Bathing Bully. And then there's probably just some in the map areas I haven't explored. Well, sometimes I get lucky and foil plans. Other times I fail horribly at that. Please tell me it's not up. Please tell me it's down here. I don't see an arrow saying it's up. The fuck is that? The fuck are those? Ah, the things I meant to kill. We will see. I mean, almost certainly, but time will tell. That is really just a way to keep my ice up if I'm not in active combat, isn't it? I mean, it's good to have, I guess. Means I have to be significantly less worried about maintaining stacks. Wait, where am I going? Oh, right. Yeah, duh. All right. Oh my god, I can fly. Beautiful. To think I was that close the entire time. If I had only, well, I mean, in this area it's going great. In the other areas, I still haven't had very much time to log in and do much. I had enough time a couple days ago to log in, do a PvP match, do a roulette, and that was about it. Luckily, I've got a couple days off, so my goal is to hopefully just get them all out of the way before in the next couple days. Well, we'll actually see whether or not that happens. So there's a huge chunk of this map I haven't even gotten close to exploring. That's fair. I genuinely, like, I grinded like 30 crafting levels one day in like a Weaver or something, and I was fucking done. I haven't touched the crafting job. Well, that's not entirely true. I haven't touched much in crafting since. It's not that I haven't touched it at all. I mean, it doesn't seem like super complex. It's just a very time-consuming task. Holy shit, can I go up there? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. Holy fuck. That's a lot. Like, I had to fucking farm, like, silk or something, like, one of the lower level, like, level 30 silk or something, and it took me, like, 45 minutes to get 30. $200 sounds fucking good. Yeah, I know. It's very pathetic small numbers. It took a long time. That did my inexperienced crafter shit, but yeah, I imagine farming much bigger batches is required at the higher levels. Well, this long queue time is giving me enough time to fly around this entire map and unlock every area. Oh god, and I haven't even had to deal with nodes yet. one more tiny section. Hey, mapping the realm. Churning mists. Give me that free 200,000 experience points. Thank you very much. Now all I have to do is wait for this queue. I see, I see. What exactly is the firmament? I said that. I actually don't even know what you're referring to. Okay. Oh, crafting dungeon. I see, I see. I guess that kind of makes sense because there's like a co-op, not really dungeon for like fishing and gathering, I guess. So it would make sense that there's also one for crafting. Also called Ishgard Restoration. I see. Well, it's crafting and gathering. I see, I see. Well, might as well go to Annex Shrine and see if we can, start unlocking flight in the other areas. Next. Mission done. Beat a bunch of dragon kids. Wormlings? However the fuck, hatchlings? Whatever the fuck they're called. Special firmament items gives you a special currency, which you can exchange for mounts, dice, and glam gear. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out once I have free time and can actually play this game more as I want to. I guess I have to keep going up. Alright. More blue quests. Oh, not that way. There's that quest that's over there, which I'll go do after I pick up this. Although, to be fair, the naming of the Vath might not be a Aether Current quest. That might be a quest to unlock more of the Vath Beast Tribe. Because I think there's a couple new beast tribes every expansion. I don't think it's just the base 3. Might as well go check it just to be safe. This queue time isn't getting any shorter. Oh, come on. Society quest. Fair. They're now called society quests? Okay, I see. They are actually genuinely called society quests now. Probably a smart idea. Let's see. Yeah, probably something like that. Just probably playing it safe and not trying to pull it, like, make anybody upset at them. Although I don't think anybody was really crying out for the change. We're at almost 20 minutes for this queue. Come on. There we go. I can circle around. Yeah, I really need to... Like, if I was more experienced with a different role, I'd play a different role to, like, lower the queue times, but, like, don't get me wrong, I'm semi-confident in Gunbreaker, but only really in content that I've played. Like, there we go. As a DPS player who kind of just defaults to, let's follow the tank if I don't know where I'm going, playing the tank in something that I don't know how to play, I would have no fucking idea what to do. Yeah, I heard about that. You mentioned that last week. I noticed it when I was when I swapped over to Gunbreaker for a little bit of PvP the other day. Then I had to remove it off of my standard hotbar. Bungerbing. Yeah, I mean, that's one upside. It doesn't make up for it, but... Oh, we're really doing, like, a full grab here, huh? I'm not confident enough to do this, even in lower-level dungeons. I don't know what the fuck caused that. Okay. Flare. Chieftain Moglin? Okay. Not exactly what I was expecting. Nope, I'm fine. We're fine. I still don't know what those lines mean, but we'll live. Okay, I see, I see. We want to keep them away from the circle. Oh, it's a res. Okay, I see. Okay. I thought I'd legitimately missed the jump. Pass. Pass. What am I doing? I fire 4. Ow. Rude. Why did I just fire 1? I have fire 4 now. I can cast that more often. So used to not having it. I don't like how enclosed this fucking arena is. I see, I see. Fire 4, not fire 3. I didn't mean to swift cast, but that's okay. I have no idea if I'm using Umbral Soul correctly, but that seems to be the right way to use it. Always make sure I have those Umbral Hearts for my fire phase. Also, I just realized that the last objective is defeating Heavensward. I probably should have assumed that's where this was going, but, huh. Oh, we're going this way. Alright, well, that's good to know. Oh, I was expecting another panel. Another jump pad. But no, I guess we're just fighting on this platform, huh? Oh, nope. We had to watch the cutscene. Whoop. Tank Buster. I don't know what that did, and I don't... Oh, fuck, we were supposed to stay in that. Another tank buster. Okay, I understand how to dodge that now. It's based on the direction of the wind, the color of the winds. Fucking ice physics? Oh, lucky fucking me. You know, they weren't nearly as bad as I expected them to be, I'll tell you that. So did we prove ourselves worthy, Rasvelger? We good? Always gotta commend. I typed it right after he left. That's so sad. Oh god, that sounds horrible. Oh no. Well, hopefully not extinguished forever. We'll kick Nidhogg's ass, don't worry. Oh, Vidofnir, you're flying again. That's good. Let's do this. It'll be a lot easier with Rasvelger on our side. Oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. And had he truly meant to harm us, we would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training, but the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. It was, in short, a very thorough lesson. Let me begin by congratulating you on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings were kinked? Even my palm aches. After this scrubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? When I told you about their trial, I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Moghan. Triple? That's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. None at all. Collective shrug. Fucking Moogles.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelgur's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours.
All good, buddy.
'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Ah, it's nothing. It's just another Tuesday, you know?
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Well, there's our answer.
Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
So we're getting right to it then, huh? I'll take the max ether. Potions are a lot more easy to come by because I can grind them out if I want to in like Palace of the Dead. An end to the song. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and its horde. We must away. Oh, we're just heading straight there, huh? We're just, when you said must away, you meant it literally, like right now. Okay, maybe not right now, but, after we watch this cutscene, I'm sure. Oh, Hraesvelgur. Gonna give us a ride. Portendeth. Yeah, I think we can all guess. Thanks.
I must return to my city without delay.
Okay, so we get Hraesvelgur, huh? Only fair, I guess. Probably be really fucking difficult. We're not even holding on. We're just kneeling on his back. How the fuck does that work? It's not like we're like attached anywhere. He goes even slightly tilts left or right. We're gone. We're falling. No chance to survive in that. Dragon magic is as good as an explanation as any, I guess. Nice one, Lucia.
Remember your training. We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns.
Holy fuck. Damn.
We must hold.
Holy shit, it's actually kind of working. They're actually... Well, they're not, like, winning, but they're holding their own, which is surprising enough. At least the named NPCs are. Everybody else, not in the slightest.
Reinforcements! What a fury. That one is the size of Nidhogg.
Oh, don't worry, Artorel, you'll be fine. It just so happens that it's not a bad thing. Fucking Alphino's little jump,
Lord Commander.
little leap.
You are late, Warrior of Light.
You know how it is, fashionably late. Do 90% of the work even though I'm fashionably late. And we're just gonna stride up on our own like we fucking own the place. Hey, Nidhogg, buddy. Yeah, I love it too. It's so good. Fucking Aymeric does the hero pose and the superhero landing and everything, and Alphino's just like, ooh, don't want to get my nice clothes dirty.
What on end by E? Still walking. None who in
Yeah, I appreciate the attempt to converse, but yeah, that's not gonna work. damn. Oh, where are we going? Oh, we are walking forward, even though it looked like we were walking, like, diagonally away. But, alright. Oh, they're just, we're walking out of the way. I assume. I see. We're just gonna watch the chaos unfold, huh? Holy fuck. That's, wow. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Yeah, I didn't like that bridge very much anyway. It was, like, not really what the fuck. What? I'm fucking so- what the fuck is that? That's not what I was expecting to happen. Well, it almost looked like Freshvelger was winning, but clearly not anymore, huh? Oh, you fucking, wow, that, huh. Whoa. A little late on the, exasperated pain noise there, Freshvelger, buddy. Good. What? What the fuck? How the fuck did that happen? Ooh, vocal track in the background. Let's go. Final steps of faith. I guess we're doing this. They should be interested. Oh, let's not have that. Not that I think we'd get it queued up very quickly, but yo, fuck. Well, we just got fucking powered up. Let's go. Well, as much as I'd like to stay here and wait, I don't feel like sitting here for 10 minutes. We've got better things we could be doing. Bye. I'll be back. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, I thought the music was persisting for a second. I was like, is that not gonna go away until after I kill him? I can't get up that. I'm curious how difficult this is going to be. Because the last major boss we fought, which was King Thornton, was really easy. Like, surprisingly easy. He just died real fast. Alright, let's see. Hey, there we go. Well, let's finish clearing out the map. It's not like I don't have the time. I clearly do. Still waiting on all of our possible party members. I keep doing that. I'm out of whiskey. I need more. All right. Can't even get to this area without flight. Which, I mean, there were areas on the other maps you couldn't access without flight, but that's like, we're on the ground. Didn't expect it. Cool area. Oh, I see. There's actually a way up there that I can go, which is probably how I access those other areas. Yep, that's exactly how I access it. It's just a... Okay, no, there is actually a way to continue. Okay. How do I... I guess there's a section I didn't explore before. Also, almost average wait time. We're getting there. It's honestly just cool exploring all of these different maps. Seeing all of the cool background shit that you would normally get to explore in the main story quest. I've got two little small patches of land over there that I need to investigate. question is, can I get to both of them before this queue pops? Given that we are almost 10 minutes in and apparently haven't found a single other member of my party, I'd say that there's pretty solid odds. Alright. Mapped out. Where to next? Dravanian Hinterlands would work. Given that it is literally right over here. One day we'll find a group. One day. I won't be in queue hell forever, I don't think. There it is. Final steps of faith. Come on, my fellow DPSs. We've been in queue for like 12 minutes. You'd think you'd be ready. Waiting. The last one probably thought he had enough time to maybe go grab a glass of water. Probably wrong. Alright, let's do this. I don't know why I'm fire 2-ing. We're separating the dragons. Also, I'm attacking the wrong one. It's marked. Roy, how's it going? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Nope. I'm panicking for no good reason, aren't I? I'm not sure. I think I mentioned it to somebody else. But now I'm not certain. Nope. I made it. It's fine. We recover. We're fine. Phew. That probably would have instant killed me had I got hit by it. Another tank buster, okay. Another tank buster? Fine with me. I'm sure the tank can handle it. How did I get the name? I came up with it. It was meant to be a reference to Ars Arcanum from Kingdom Hearts. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I got hit by that. I walked right into it. Okay, wasn't the only one that died, though, so you know what? We'll take that. Acceptable losses. Especially so close to the end. Oh, Braze? Still counts as a win if the party makes it through, and that's the important part. I consider that a W in my book. Hey, Justinian buddy, I'm gonna have to rip those eyes out of your armor so you're not possessed by the evil dragon anymore. Hey, buddy, you doing okay? Probably not. I was just dead, so, you know, I'm not doing the greatest either.
Estinian!
Alphino, stop whining. We'll figure it out. I can kick the shit out of him again if I need to.
Is this to be mine end?
Really shouldn't have fucked with me. Honestly, you'd think after all this fucking time, people would learn not to fuck with me.
Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
Yeah, go ahead and try it, buddy. Definitely. That will 100% happen.
This is not your hand, worm.
There it is. What the fuck? Alvin and the Chipmunks emote? What the fuck? Perfect for the mood.
Obey. I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me. Now, while I have the beast subdued.
Definitely fitting mood.
Waste your time. Kill me. It is the only way. Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty.
Nah.
No! You can't die like this!
Nah.
I won't let you!
Pretty sure you live to see the next couple expansions, so I don't really have much of a choice here, buddy. A sale? You're dead. Sorry, you can't be here. That's not allowed. Oh my god, Hashafont too? Oh, you got... Hi, buddy, how's it going? You're also dead. You really shouldn't be here right now. But, appreciate the help nonetheless. And thus, as always, the power of friendship wins yet again. You can fuck off now. Bye. Thanks. Fucking 1,000-year war of just never fucking conflict, they fucking asshole. Selfino passed out on the fucking floor. Couldn't take the power surge, eh, buddy? Oh, no, you just fell over.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
And that's probably smart. Throw them like fucking baseballs. I mean, I don't really care. Like, it's fine. It's not like my, me doing this has ever been a secret. Yeah, no, I appreciate the permission, but yeah, I don't care.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
Can we trade him for Hoshfont? You know, he was cooler. My day's going pretty good. You know, after a long day of work, I'm glad to be home, playing some video games, enjoying a glass of whiskey, or this would be my second, probably going to have one more. So, good day in my book. Where's Velger, buddy? You still flying without that wing he tore off you? You don't want the eye back, do you? A 1 out of 10, 1 to 10, probably like a solid 7, 7.5. My skill. Definitely didn't get carried at the end there. Definitely didn't die. We made it through entirely on our own accord. Not gonna ask for the eye back. I guess I'll be keeping it then. Sure. I'll take the power boost. Always like more power. Probably didn't need it. Honestly, we're kind of powerful as it is, but I won't say no to more.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well.
Watching certain games gives you certain items that can be redeemed in-game if you play the game.
The grace of the gods.
Like, I've gotten my own rewards for streaming this. I unlocked a mount earlier, but, and some various other miscellaneous items. But different games do it. A bunch of different games do it. It's mostly like a promotion thing for, like, updates or new games or something. Wow, they got ladders up on that fucking fallen over tower real fucking quick. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed... But no. The past is done, and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's Shade will beget many an epic ballad, and rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more epochal victories, though I must admit I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet, even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Again, I'm almost 100% certain he shows up in further expansions. I think I saw him several times in, like, the Endwalker opening cutscene. And by opening cutscene, I mean the thing that plays if you leave the game idle for too long. My honored friends, as if winning Resvelger to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of this day were the Warrior of Light and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's Shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary where he now resides under the care of our hospitalier captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely... Sir Aymeric is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmont and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, 'twould seem that we are awaited at Fort Tom Manor. As always. The return to Fort Tom never ends. Well, I guess it will once the expansion is over, but... yeah. It never ends during the expansion. More cutscenes, thank God I don't have to fucking voice act with my shitty fucking voice acting over more dialogue. Give my voice a break.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
You mean saw me through at the last, right, Alphino? You really didn't do a whole lot other than help me yank the eyes out.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Ah, you did plenty, Artwarel. You did great.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
Even Honorwa is dressed in fucking chainmail, huh?
While we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions.
Oh, tired? Weary? Not really. I could go for another, like, 6 or 7 major bosses in a row.
Chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
Granted, that is assuming that I get that 10-12 minute queue time in between each major boss to, like, recoup and ready myself. But that's a given with playing DPS.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Alphino, we were just told to come here. Like, you can't just... Damn it. I get he's worried, but, like, come on.
Has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Will do, boss. Honestly, I'm surprised. Well, I guess I might be speaking too soon. I'm like... Because that seemed like a good end point for the, That seemed like a good end point for the post-expansion, not, like, I obviously expected there to be a couple quests afterward, but now that I think about it, actually, never mind, because we still have multiple unsolved things. We still haven't met up with most of the with some of the Scions, nor have we dealt with the Warriors of Darkness, or whatever the fuck they're called. What can I do for a savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphino. Ah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Frasvelger's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such devoted confidence. Ooh. Ooh, and it's dyeable. How does it look in purple? That's... Oh, I see. That's like... It's a... lighter purple? Not terrible. What about metallic purple? Okay, that looks fucking terrible. That's a cool fucking jacket to have. A good glamour item that I like. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained had fate not seen to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Elfino he seen something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentled tidings of Estinian, Elfino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Elfino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he? Tell them I am on my way. Nope. Quickly, we must go to him. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Well, I have about an hour left in my available streaming time for the evening, so I think we have time for a few cutscenes.
Estinian.
I think that's the first time we've got a good look at his face.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light.
Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
Again, impossible really just seems extremely probable when I'm around, honestly.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike.
Well, it's a good thing that didn't happen. Let the cycle of hatred and vengeance just end already. That's asking too much. That's never going to happen.
Sea of clouds. I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest.
Yeah, revenge never really gets you anywhere. It just leaves you feeling kind of empty if you let it be the only thing that leads your life. Fucking low poly helmet.
My hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He has tired himself with too many words.
Yeah, he has gone through quite an ordeal. I think he could use a couple days of rest. We know he's alive at least, and that he's probably not going to die.
I doubt not that he will make a full recovery.
Exactly.
He must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I'm sure we can find ourselves a couple days of things to occupy ourselves. Alright, buddy.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons.
That's right, baby. Democracy.
Church.
Fuck this theocratic bullshit.
The foundation for change had been carefully laid.
I think theocratic is the word I'm looking for.
Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell.
Oh my god, look at the model on that one. Holy shit, her face looks horrible.
Only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
And everybody seems relatively pleased, which is good. Still don't remember who that one is.
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an azure dragoon for a new age.
Just praise Valgar, Midgard,
Thus
Somer,
were
and
the
us
notes
just
of the
chilling.
Dragon Song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
And yeah, I guess it was this wing that was torn off. It wasn't one of the big wings. It was one of like the smaller, like wing-tipped wings. Not really sure how to describe it, but good thing he can still fly. And he really doesn't seem all that bothered by the lack of wing. Alright, that, the lighting really doesn't help this cutscene. The shadow, the lighting is a little weird in that one. Okay, that wasn't too long, or that bad. Hey, Amaric, I've got a little bit more time tonight, so I don't mind doing a couple more quests. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending her way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle? An archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords. But these questions are for me to answer. It is not in a man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience. And it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, we must reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. Yeah, if only people nowadays actually thought like that. Fucking real world talk getting in. Anyway, back to game. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, and please convey my warmest regards to Master Elfino. Yeah, will do, buddy. Otaru, Elfino, you spoke with Sir Amaric. I do not envy. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but the one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Amaric to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains a small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations and seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. cool, I guess. Ah, good old Warriors of Darkness. How we doing? Everything going good? Ah, you've got Link Pearls too. Interesting. Oh, you motherfuckers. Please, you're going... Don't tell me you're looking for those fucking eyes. We just dealt with the problem, you fuckers. I swear to God, I don't need you fucking searching for those fucking eyes and bringing back an already existent problem. Alright? Fucking hell. Can't leave me alone for 5 fucking seconds. Thank you, Blenhars. Nay, you not need remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected, then. Aye, there is naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Alice, Thancred. This way. I know it's Alice because Alphino doesn't wear that clothing anymore. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part as we will play ours. And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shrouded bows, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Right. Wind up, Americ. Dragon Song Orchestration. That. Really gotta organize my inventory. And, you know, adjust my armory chest. You have come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it. But in any event, Sir Aymeric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites you to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, and the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Yeah, I guess he did. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I would be glad to accept. I know exactly what to wear, which is exactly what I always wear. Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Astrologicum, over here. Greetings and well met. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say, a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons, even now, I am sure. But for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Yeah, nothing ever goes well for very long, so I know what's gonna end up happening. Something's gonna drag us away, and crazy shits are gonna happen. Wow, a candlelit dinner. If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being a little too... Whoa, those fucking... The food on that plate, holy shit. Oh my god, the whole 2 polygons on that fucking plate.
To think the Mughals would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Holy shit, I don't think I've seen that bad of food models since like fucking 2002.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Spirited accounts? I barely talk. I'm surprised we're all open. No vintage for us? Well, no vintage for good old Warrior of Light, but I'll take an 18-year-old glass of scotch any day. Nice gold bottle of scotch. 18 year. Don't want to have too much after all. I don't like to drink too much from this nicer bottle, because that means I have to replace it all the same, which is not a cheap ordeal. I wanted something nice for my birthday.
Though I have lived in
Normally I wouldn't spend as much as I did on this bottle.
To hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see.
Oh, yeah.
Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Though perhaps a bit long for my liking.
Long and arduous, aye. Not unlike the journey that Ishgard has at last embarked upon, thanks to the efforts of you and yours. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform.
Oh, come on, Amaric. Let's not talk about business now.
The formation of the Republic is but the beginning. For it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success. That I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
Well, I'm quite special, so. But, yeah, the challenges ahead are notably simpler. Okay, maybe simpler is not the correct word, but
with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect.
Of course, that's never going to change.
The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you. May I ask a personal question?
It depends on the question.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
That's a solid question.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Forton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
The fight never ends. So much for what will I do now?
To the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Yeah, our fight never ends. We may get a week, or may...
For every ending marks a new beginning.
Never ends. Couple days at most, maybe,
From
to relax.
Tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Yep, it never fucking ends. It's never going to end. Alright, let's see what all the commotion is now. I was having such a nice dinner, too. Nice glass of wine, you know, a fork polygon meal.
Yes.
Is that...
No, it's twin, you know.
Alize, Alphino's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own.
Poorly.
I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder.
They're gonna pay for that.
It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt.
Yeah, as most people would, I'm sure.
She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles, and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods,
it hasn't been that long since we met up with her. I mean, we handled Bahamut. The three of us.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled Chirurgeons.
That's how you fucking pronounce that? It's not Chirurgeons, it's fucking Chirurgeons? What the fuck? What? I would have never fucking known that had I not heard it spoken aloud.
To the infirmary at once.
That's not even the first time I've seen that word outside of this game.
Treated as my personal charge.
Alphino, is the Warrior of Light, is she with you? Don't go, there is something I must say.
What's up? What you got for me? Just don't let it be your dying words, eh? It'd be a real fucking pain in the ass.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelphatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Zelphatol, huh? Don't know where that is, at least not off the top of my head. Surely they won't let her... Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Chirurgeons. Or Chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet have the power to influence? So the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Loth Snath, when they were confronting Ravana. Gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There's much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alisate risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Will you accompany me to Zelphatol and help me stop the Ixal's ritual? As if I would say no. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusion into Corthian lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelphatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Aymeric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and XIV dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelphatal by the way of Mountain Pass, east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you a safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zelphatal. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the XIV. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmond. In any event, Mistress Alice regains consciousness. We will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Quest accepted. Once this quest is complete, that will likely be where I call it for the night. After all, I do want to get some sleep. While I don't necessarily have work, I do have a function that I have to attend tomorrow. Have you everything you require, then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Nadalan and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of XIV warriors, I have been informed that House Fortam have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through. Ah, this place. Never actually had to be here before. As you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelphatal and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal. But if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Oh, this is dungeon. I don't have time for another dungeon. We will start next stream next week with Zelphatal. I was expecting to go a little longer, but not long enough to get this dungeon out of the way. Regardless, thank you everybody so much for watching, if you still are. I will be back likely on Friday with Pathfinder Gatewalkers session something, I forget. This will return as normal next week Wednesday. But regardless, if you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, you know the spiel. Follow button, subscribe button, join the Discord. Notifications for when I go live, all that good fucking shit, who cares? Everybody has heard that a billion times, I'm sure. But regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed and have a good night. Cheers.